Good morning children, we are back again to the topic our country India. So in the last class we had learned about our country as a land of diversity. You learned our country having a lot of mountains, rivers, then plains, forests, etc. Isn't it? So you learned that our country India is a land of diversity. Then you learned about the location and size of India. You learned Tropic of Cancer dividing India into two equal halves. Then it's a thickly populated country. Then you learned about the boundaries also. So moving on to the boundaries again. What are the boundaries of India? See, in the northern portion it is bounded. See, look at the map here. The map here. See, this is the map, outline map of India. In the northern portion it is bounded by the Himalayas. In the south its bounded or its boundary is the Indian Ocean. Now on the western side we have the Arabian Sea, and on the eastern side you have the Bay of Bengal. So this is the Tropic of Cancer dividing India into two equal halves. In the north Himalayas, in the south Indian Ocean, in the west Arabian Sea, and on the east we have the Bay of Bengal. So here see the longitudinal extent from this is the easternmost end, we have the Arunachal Pradesh here, and the westernmost end we have Gujarat here. So you when you look at the map itself you will be understanding the longitudinal extent of India, that is its east-west extent. So this east-west extent or this longitudinal extent has a lot of influence on the country India. So because of this longitudinal extent, see, there is a wide difference in the time that is being calculated. That is, there is a wide difference in the local time of places. And see, sun rises 2 hours earlier in the eastern part. Here in the eastern portion sun rises 2 hours earlier compared to the western portion here Gujarat. So there is a wide range of time, variation in time as you move from the western portion towards from the west to the east or from east towards the west. That means there is a 2 hour difference. That means here in the eastern portion sun rises 2 hours earlier. That is eastern portion here means it's Arunachal Pradesh here. Here the sun rises 2 hours earlier. So this earlier rise of the sun may create a lot of confusion while we calculate time, and there is a time variation from place to place. As you, especially for the travelers, there is a variation in time. So in order to avoid this confusion in time, see, a standard meridian is being chosen, that is 82.5 degree east meridian is being chosen. 82.5 degree east meridian is being chosen as the standard time. So what is the standard time on this 82.5 degree meridian is chosen as the local time of India. That is 82.5 degree meridian. Remember this one, 82.5 degree east meridian is chosen as a standard meridian for India, and this standard meridian or this meridian is accepted as a standard time all over India also. That is 82.5 degree east meridian. Now moving on to the political divisions of India. What are the political divisions of India? So India, the Republic of India, you call India as a union of states. A number of states together join together to form the country India. So you call it as a union of states. So at present we have 28 states and 8 union territories, which are further divided again into districts and again other small administrative units also. So as per the later introduction, Jammu and Kashmir, it was divided into Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and that's on October 31. And see, this union territory of Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli Islands, it was joined together into a single union territory, and that's why we have 8 union territories. We had 9 union territories, but it is reduced to 8 union territories because of the combining of Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli Islands. So this is related to the political divisions of India. So when you do the map work in your atlas, you will be knowing which are the different states and different union territories. Next is physical divisions of India. So marked by diversities in India or in physical features such as mountains, plains, desert, plateaus, islands, coastals, etc. India is divided into 6 major physical divisions. They are the Greater Himalayas, the North Indian Plains, the Great Indian Desert, the Peninsular Plateau, coastal plains and the island groups. So India is divided into 6 major physical divisions. So you will be learning each one of these physical divisions separately. So today we will be learning the Great Himalayas. See, Himalayas means it is the abode of snow. You call Himalaya. Himalaya is a word. Himalaya means it is the abode of snow. And Himalaya is divided into 3 parallel ranges. The northernmost end is called as the Himadri. The south of Himadri you call as Himachal. And to the southernmost range is called as the Shivaliks. And Himalayas are fold mountains. And see, they are abode of snow means it is fully covered with snow, and Himalayas is always in ranges. You call Himalaya as Himalayan mountain ranges. You are not seeing one mountain, but you see it in cluster, in groups. So thereby you call it as Himalayan mountain ranges. And see, in Himalayas you can see, and it's the origin place of a number of rivers that you see in India, which makes this North Indian plains of India, the thickly populated areas of India, is made by the great Indian rivers, which originates in the Himalayan mountains. And this Himalayan mountains consist of very high peaks to small hills, and there are thick forested regions. Then there are a lot of glacier. What is glacier? Glacier means moving blocks of ice. Then deep gorges are there. See, all this attract tourists to this Himalayan regions. Now the physical features of India represented on map. The first physical feature was the Himalayas. See, this is the Greater Himalayas divided into 3 mountain ranges. Now the second one is the northern plains, which is formed by the rivers originating in the Himalayas. Now the third one is the Great Indian Desert. Fourth one, the Deccan Plateau here. The fifth one is the coastal areas, coastal plains, and the last one is the island, the 2 island groups. So these are the 6 physical divisions of India on map. So we will be moving on to the 3 parallel ranges of the Himalayas. The northernmost one is the Himadri. Himadri, its height is around 6,000 meters, and the world highest peak, Mount Everest, is found in Himadri, which is situated in Nepal. Now the other peaks that is being found in Himadri include Kanchenjunga, Dhaulagiri, then Nanga Parvat, etc. This Kanchenjunga is the highest peak in India. And it is situated in Sikkim. This is related to Himadri. You are getting only the outline of this physical features, and the detailed one you will be learning in the other classes. Now next is the Himachal. Its height is around 5,000 meter, and here you can see a lot of alternate valleys here, and see a number of hill stations are situated in Himachal like Mussoorie, then Shimla, Darjeeling, Nainital. All these are famous hill stations that you find in Himachal. Now the last one, to the southernmost range, is the Shivaliks. Its height is around 1,250 meters, and you can see a number of longitudinal valleys here, which you call as dunes. Dehradun, which you have often heard, is one such dune which is situated in Shivaliks. And see, beside these mountain ranges will be extending again towards the northwest and towards the northeastern direction. So this is related to the first physical division of India, the Himalayas. The remaining ones you will be learning in the next class. Thank you.